There you go.
Hi, good afternoon. Obviously been a long and challenging couple of months. This is an extremely important issue that we've taken very seriously, as I've told this group in the past. And as I mentioned last week, because the issue is, the state was feeling a lot of strife based on whether or not we come in, we decided to come in and vet this issue, which we have done. House sent it over to us. We took a long look at it even before the session began. Didn't take any shortcuts, followed our rules, and had a committee hearing. Fully vetted that with lots of testimony, moved through second reading, and then a long debate here today on third readings, and been able to finally vet this issue and come to a conclusion. Super important, as you could hear from the podium today. Lots of impassioned speeches for many reasons why people felt like this was good policy for the state of Indiana, or not so good a policy for the state of Indiana, and we finally have a resolution now. It really comes down to an issue of having the same goal but a different way to process that. The idea that you heard spoken from the podium that is that at least on our side of the aisle, the Republican side, want to make sure there's a Republican majority in the U.S. House of Congress in 2026 is felt by every one of us, certainly myself included. We understand that those are policies that we think are the best for the United States of America and the best for the state of Indiana. And but there's a difference of opinion on how we get there, as I have explained before, because there are some concerns that going this route is not the best way to get more conservative representation in Washington, D.C. from the state of Indiana. So having said that, happy to take what questions you might have.
Senator Bray, when you look at the vote total, 31, was that a clear overwhelming majority of Republicans and House and Senate members didn't want this? Did you also tell the governor that, hey, this was bound to fail, this wasn't going to happen?
Well, we've had that conversation. As you guys very well know, it's very public right now. I've articulated in the past that we didn't have those votes and was very concerned about that. But it was appropriate to come and debate the issue and vote on it.
Senator Bray, are you concerned
as far as you're concerned, is this done and over, or is it going to be revisited?
Well, I think we can't revisit it this session because this is a bill from the 2026 session, and we can't revisit it this year.
Senator Bray, are you concerned about any retribution from the White House or the Trump administration? We heard President Trump and the Vice President, they called you out online within the last 24 hours. Your response? Well,
they're entitled to this. Their prerogative to have opinions about what we're doing here. So that's fair. I've had conversations with them. They've explained why it's so important, and as I've indicated before, I agree how important that is. But the process or the goal is the same, but the method is perhaps a little different. But yeah, I understand that's their prerogative to do.
Are you concerned about loss of funding?
I've had lots of conversations with folks in Washington, D.C. Indiana will continue to function and do well.
Senator, I just asked Senator Young in the hallway, did Senate leadership do everything it could to support this measure? He said they did everything they could to kill it. Do you have any response to that?
I do. Typically my style is to let people vote like they want. Come with a yes or come with a no, which is exactly what I did this time. Occasionally you'll see me do it a little bit differently, but that's typically on a budget bill where we know we have to pass a budget to keep the state running. Otherwise, I let my members make that conclusion. That's exactly what I did this time.
Senator Brady, concerned about the swatting that took place for so many members. Senator Good was swatted, as you well know. Where that this will maybe hopefully die down, or will it expect to continue?
I don't have that crystal ball, I'm afraid. I hope that it dies down. I hope that the tone and tenor die down a little bit so we can get back to strong public, civil, and substantive debate. But that has zero place in our society, has zero place in our democracy, and I'll condemn it every step of the way.
Senator, what message should President Trump take from this vote? He pushed really hard for this, obviously.
Yeah, we are completely supportive of President Trump, and for lots of reasons, including his immigration policies and his policies on public safety. But I think probably the biggest thing for me is that he speaks of our nation as though it is a great nation, which it is, and it's full of good people. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for President Trump talking like that and not being an apologist for our nation, because we have nothing to apologize for.
After all these months and after this vote, how do you move forward as a caucus, as a chamber, as a legislative body moving forward?
Well, we do hard things in this place. This was a hard one, without a doubt, but we'll continue to move forward. Our caucus will come together. We've got lots of things we want to take care of. We're going to continue to improve education. We're going to continue to try to make lives better and more affordable for Hoosiers here in the state of Indiana. We're going to work with the House. I've got the utmost respect for Speaker Houston and his talent and the team he has over there, and we're going to work with the governor as well. And there has been a difference of opinion on this, as you guys very well know, between the governor and the Senate. I've got a lot of respect for the governor as well, and we're going to find a way to work together. It's just what we do for Hoosiers.
Senator, how do you see this impacting the Senate's relationship with the governor moving forward, particularly as we get into the rest of the 26?
Yeah, just like I said, there's been a difference here. But we've got lots of important things to do over this next legislative session and over the next few years, and I have zero doubt that we'll get that done working together.
Do you think any kind of precedent? I'm sorry, I'm way back here.
I got you.
I think any kind of precedent has been set with this that we might come back every session and have some kind of in the middle between census.
Let's hope not.
Senator. The bill's sponsor said that he didn't hear any arguments against this bill. What are the ideological arguments against this bill?
All those ideological arguments were articulated up there at the microphone today. First of all, let me say too, Senator Gaskell did a fantastic job. This is a really difficult bill to usher through. He handled the committee very well. Handled the bill as well. It's a hot issue, but he had a good tone and strong leadership, and I appreciate what he did. Thank you all. Thank you all very much.
Good night. Thank you.